Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the best where did you go? I'm going to be showing you the best mechanics in Gorilla Tag, such as Lucio running, wall climbing, juking, and slapping this guy's face super. And I'm going to be showing you guys all of this to running all the way to juking. And by the end of this video, hopefully you will be the next Gorilla Tag Pro, because this is from my knowledge. I am not responsible for any injuries in this video. So if you get injured, you can't sue me. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, and the first mechanic we're gonna be learning is about ground. So basically, the most known mechanic on ground is probably running. And for example, this is what my run looks like. I typically am kind of fast. This is what JJ looks like when he's running. So, you know, typical. How you do it is you kind of put this arm, you put this hand right forward, and you put this forward as well. So then it should look like something like this. But it might also tilt it like this, so you might do this as well. So then it also should look something like this, maybe. You also want to stick to the ground, because if you don't stick to the ground, then you're going to be looking like this. But you can definitely use a lot of jukes with this, which we're going to be checking out some jukes at the end of the video. Stay tuned till then. And now the next thing we're going to be learning about is walls. Walls is pretty straight up, and basically the most known mechanic on walls is wall climbing. Wall climbing is a very simple mechanic that you can definitely use in a lot of situations. And how you perform it is you got to see also how long you can stick on the walls for, like this. Like I'm seeing how long you can stick on the wall, and you might want to use that to your advantage. Move swiftly and quickly. If you do this, then you might just fall off completely. But if you're like me and you already know this, then you should be able to just and as you can see, you're moving up quickly and swiftly. So it's kind of, this is a very good corner to perform this act on. So definitely I recommend doing this as the basic for walls. And now we're gonna move on to the other most popular, actually one of the most known things of walls, which is wall running. So wall running is pretty straight up. You want to see how long you can run. Yet again, you can see how long you stick to the wall, and you want to do this motion. Like you gotta kind of push yourself forward, kind of keep your hand at a tilt, and do this. So then once you do that, you should see something like this. Now, obviously, you might not be good at the start, but you'll definitely improve within that amount of time. So, from another perspective, this is what wall running would look like. So, this is what to other people might look like. You're just kind of like a very good pro when this is what a pro level would look like. But if you're like a very good pro, you'd probably do this. You'd just probably immediately go up to slippery wall or something. And that's kind of all for wall running. If you have any problems with that, let me know down in the comments below. And now we're gonna move on to a more harder, aside from wall running and wall climbing, we're gonna move on to verticaling. Verticaling is kind of a straight up thing. It's kind of like wall running, but like you just go like straight up kind of. A lot of people can perform this if they're like very stick to the wall. Like if they're like hugely stick to the wall, they can like 60 hertz type. You could definitely perform a vertical with that, and my friend, I'm telling you, I've seen crazy things with that. And how it's basically straight up performed is you kind of just, it's like a wall run, but don't tilt your hand. You kind of just like go straight up. Like right here, you just go straight up, like as fast as you can. But a lot of people also tend to accidentally push themselves forward, which that's completely okay. I mean, like I do it all the time. Like I try to perform a vertical, and I'm telling you, bro, I do the exact same thing. You're not alone. And that's kind of straight up for verticaling. And now we're gonna move on to yet again the most popular mechanic on this wall, which a lot of people know, which is Lucio running. Lucio running is straight up. It's like verticaling and wall running kind of put together. And how it's kind of like this. Like this is just me trying to do it. Like I'm not good at it, but my friend is kind of. See, like this is kind of like what a Lucio would look like. But pros, I'm telling you, if you look at like some sort of montage from a YouTuber, oh, I'm telling you, bro, they'd be going up there. Like I'm telling you, some modder could use a Lucio run and they'd already be out of the map within seconds. I'm telling you. Well, there's a lot of different ways, which I use this way. So I go this way, and then you kind of push this hand down. And you use this as a circle. So then, once you put that together, kind of looks like something like that. I recommend 60 hertz for Lucio running, which is what most people would recommend. I'm on 72 hertz, so I might not have the best at this. So, definitely use 60 hertz. And, yeah, it's kind of straight up all for Lucio running. And also, here's a third person perspective of Lucio running. he's not the best at it, but it's definitely a kind of idea of Lucio running. Now we're gonna move on to my specialty mechanic, which is branching. Branching is straightforward, and a lot of people use it. So during the winter time or springtime, before all of the leaves get even here, basically this is the best time of year to at all learn how to branch inside of Gorilla Tag. I don't really highly recommend doing 72 hertz for branches. I definitely recommend like 90 hertz or even maybe 120 if you're only doing branching, like no ground that much, no walls, because 120 hertz with the walls is absolutely diabolically throwing up type crap. And it's pretty straightforward. Basically what I do, I started off doing routes and stuff. Like I don't even remember any of my routes, because now I just like look how horrible it is to play on Airlink Pro, I'm telling you. But basically you can start off with a route, which is what I did actually. I started off doing a route, and eventually I graduated all the way up to being able to just randomly go wherever I want without even, like, I basically have pictured all of a forest, but I can't draw it, so don't even challenge me. But anyways, it's kind of straightforward with with that. You can perform a ton of jukes on branches, which is what a lot of pros do, and I definitely recommend learning this mechanic. It is probably the most essential mechanic you'll learn in Gorilla Tag, so definitely go do that. So far we've learned about how to wall climb, how to Lucio run, how to wall run, how to run as well. So running straight up forward, you just do this, you know, do this, like kind of like do what I do, and I just kind of like this. So you go boom, boom, put your hand down, then you kind of like put down a fast motion like that. So it's kind of like you're putting a spike in the ground, and then you're just like kind of pushing yourself forward with that. You know, wall climbing, it depends on your hertz. Don't use 120 hertz for wall climbing unless if you really want to hurt yourself. But in that, wall running is like, you can definitely use wall climbing to your ability, which you definitely could 100% use wall running 100% of the time. Always use it. Don't like be stupid and don't use it. Like technically with like Lucio running and verticaling, you're technically just using wall running. And now we also had verticaling, which is like wall running, but you just like go like straight forward up kind of. But like then eventually you like kind of you know, move up like this. Like I almost just got the slippery walls right there. And Lucio running is pretty straightforward. It's kind of this motion is my motion that I would try to do if I actually knew how to do it, which is put this hand down and then put this in a circle motion and just straight forward. So like I'm not even sure if you can see me doing it, but like you can definitely see like how I'm doing it like this. Obviously I'm gonna go over branching again because I don't want this video to be like 1 minute short. Branching is definitely straightforward. Branching is straightforward. You just I do not really recommend using 72 hertz for branching, because I would recommend 72 hertz with more over like with wall running, ground, but not really branching. I wouldn't recommend that for branching, because if you did it for branching, it would be kind of like doing 60 hertz on branches, which branches on 60 hertz, you would be an outcast from the Gorilla Tag community. But obviously now that leads us up to our final category, which is juking. Juking is a very, very, very popular, probably one of the most popular mechanic. It is basically, you can do any sort of juke on any sort of prop in this game in Forest alone. Like I don't even think there's any sort of prop here that you can do. Like heck, you could do a juke with this random board right here, which I never even knew existed. So now we're gonna show you some jukes, which matter of fact, I actually have a whole entire video dedicated to showing you what jukes are. So it's right here in the corner, and definitely go watch if you want to know all the jukes you can know, which it might not be all the jukes, but definitely a lot of jukes. So let's get into the jukes here. I'm going to show you some jukes I didn't mention, but I'm going to also show you some jukes I did mention in that video. Which one juke I didn't mention was this juke. Basically, I'm going to use you as an example. So JJ's chasing me right. I'm going to go on this wall. You just bounce back. This is so easy. Your grandma could literally perform this without falling down the stairs. One juke I also didn't mention was a ground juke, which matter of fact is a lot used, which is basically you're running, right? So let's say you're running and a lot of bank's behind you. You can perform what's kind of like a bounce back juke. So basically, when a lot of bank's right behind you, you can perform a juke like this by aiming your hand at the ground and hitting it like this. then it would bounce back and you could immediately turn around and run. Another juke I personally use, which sometimes some people use, which is literally wrapping your arm around the entire tree, which I'm gonna show you this example. Like, I've used this a lot of times, which is completely oh my gosh, so completely wrapping your hand around here like this, like that, like completely, like stretching your arm to its limits. Like, I completely wrap myself around the whole entire thing. Like, I'm telling you right now, you would get juked pretty bad by this. Like, I can wrap my entire arm around oh my god. So now another juke I did mention in the video, which is the branch juke. So basically what you got to do is you immediately have to go onto a branch and you immediately have to hit down. Oh, you have to immediately hit down like this. So we have our little Timmy right here. Come here, little Timmy. Little Timmy's behind me. And I'm gonna perform a juke. So 3, 2, 1, go. I go up and I hit him back. And then immediately he's juked and now he's crying and now he has a broken wrist. But anyways, another similar juke to that we're gonna also be showing you is the wall to branch juke, which is also very good juke. Like the branch juke, how it's performed is going on a wall and going right over here and hitting yourself off, like kind of like this. Boom. And 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. Straightforward juke, easy to perform. I recommend using that juke. And now our final juke, which I recommend using, is gonna be, which I don't really recommend using actually, is the slide juke. You can definitely use this juke in the minigames queue, but aside from that, do not use it. I wouldn't recommend using it in default lobbies, but a lot of people still fall for it because it is very unknown now, kind of. So now, JJ, come here. And I'm gonna perform the slide juke. So basically, like, actually, never mind. I should show them a little bit of Gorilla Tag mythology. Well, it's not really mythology. Gorilla Tag really has this arm system where literally your arm, is basically uncollidable. Now, JJ right here is going to, I'm gonna try and juke him. So 3, 2, 1, go. And he has just gotten juked, and now he's crying. And now I'm going to completely give him the L, and he's going to cry so loud that his parents are gonna ground him forever, break his octopus. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's move on right into the outro. Well, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Let me know also if you improved or disimproved. Yet again, you cannot file a lawsuit against me. But basically, what my smoothness, it may look like I've prepped, but my smoothness is literally to the max, and he has just fallen. He's a fallen soldier. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave that. Oh my gosh! Don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe and turn on all notifications so you guys can miss out on the future videos just like this one. And also, I will see you guys next week, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you guys next week. And peace out. Bye.